fingering like he's trying to manually rewind a VHS tape. Ladies, what is a dead giveaway that a man watches too much porn when he's in bed with you? 1. Unrealistic and uncomfortable positions. 2. Making it a reflection of his skills to make me orgasm multiple times. 3. Thinks that I secretly want and enjoy anal sex. Just no. Thinks that anal is something everyone does in straight sex and frequently requests it, or worse, tries to just shove it in there. They edit out the prep and weeks of asshole training. Guys, he shoves it in next thing he knows his cock is brown. I was dating this guy and he was a virgin when we got together. No shame there. But he barely got the basics down, like not hurting me, or after the act don't collapse with your entire body weight onto me, because I will fucking suffocate. He was bigger than me and chubby, yet he always wanted to try out more extreme positions and got really upset when I said, "No dude, we need to get the basics down first." Then he would sulk and watch porn right next to me in bed and have this look on his face. "Look what you made me do. Hell yeah, bitch, I'm not your punching bag." When we broke up, he went around telling people that I didn't put out enough for his taste. My latest update on the guy is, since me he hasn't had one GF and is really upset why nobody will date him. Edit. We were both students in university. He was not an incel. He was half French, just overall a spoiled boy in the body of a grown man. He had an apartment in the same house his parents lived, but they took away his key to their home because he'd sneak in while they were not home and raid the fridge. He was 25. I broke it off after 6 months because prior to that I spent 3 in a toxic relationship, and with this guy now I could feel no warmth nor effort, and I was so afraid to waste more time being with unhealthy people. I'm in a much healthier min space now. Thinks their dick is God's gift on earth, like right when it enters you, you're supposed to have some out of world experience. Asks why you aren't coming instead of just trying to ask you what you like. Jackhammer and wondering why you're actually in physical pain from your cervix being probed at an unreasonable pace. Most men don't realize very few women come from vaginal penetration alone. The clitoris is the most effective, easiest, most enjoyable orgasm. I usually can make myself come if I'm on top, so it's rubbing. Just please make an effort to gently touch/rub the clit at any time during sex and you're doing better. Also, touch boobs/nipples during sex too, please. Rub your hands down my body, don't just fuck W/O touching me. And a man can moan a little too, it's hot. Edit. Wow, this blew up. I'm glad there are people commenting that their partner in particular doesn't like this general advice. We love to see communicating partners. But to the men saying their girl can come with penetration alone, cool. But you still should try adding in the clit. It's a little bundle of nerves that extends into the vaginal canal. It's the tip of an iceberg that feels out of this world if stimulated honestly, even for 45 seconds at a time. Also, once you notice it, you'd be surprised how many men don't rub their hands all over the women in porn. Blocking the camera maybe, but the more skin contact you have, the more oxytocin will be released for both of you. I love rubbing my hands around my boyfriend's chest, shoulders, legs, but while we are having sex. If any of this breaks a guy's concentration a little bit, I think it could have an added bonus of helping guys last longer too. When they do the whacker whacker on your clit, like they're a DJ. That shit hurts and is an immediate turn off. Edit. Holy moly, thank you all for the rewards. This got way more attention than I expected. When he asks if I'm going to come when he's doing some dumbass stupid shit he clearly saw in some porn. No, I'm not going to come when you ferociously rub my clit like you are sanding fucking wood. No, I'm not going to come from excitement when you surprise anal me. No, I'm not going to come when you slam dunk a huge dildo into my holes. No, I'm not going to come when you violate the use of safety words and hard boundaries. He tells me he's gonna make me squirt Vulvasaur. In a dirty voice recording one guy once sent to me, he tried to explain how he would tease me. He began with, "Well, first, I would remind you of your pussy flaps." What the hell does that even mean? Like, is he going to just look down there with a magnifying glass or something and then look up at me and say, "Yep, you have pussy flaps"? Also, please do not use the word pussy flaps. Fucking me at an angle. Sir, they do that so the camera can get the shot. My vagina is straight. Please level yourself out. He stuck his fingers straight in, and I said you can't do that, you need to play with the bean first, and he said well I prefer it this way. OMG, I had an ex that had me lay on my back, then without warning tried to move my legs, where he was trying to put my ankles to the back on my head. I ended up getting a leg cramp and had to stand up to stop the cramp and lost interest, and he was upset cause I wasn't flexible like other women he knows. I told him that I couldn't squirt because my body simply doesn't do that. He then told me I'm going to F_nger you as hard as I can until you squirt, even if you tell me to stop. I don't care if it hurts, you're going to squirt. I never did squirt for those next 45 minutes, and it did very much hurt. Right out of the gate, he spit on me to get me wet. Just straight up hawked eulogy and rubbed it in as soon as he had access. This was the start of foreplay and the end of the sex. It gets wet on its own if you don't gross me out first.